Moving on into fully extended kicks, we have kick number 4, which is the forward stomp. Kicks 4, 5, and 6 are focused on forward or front kicking. And we show 3 types of the same theory and concept or family of kicking. So 4, 5, and 6 are the front kicks. First, we do a forward stomp right. The knee comes up high, the foot turns out, and you stomp downward at an angle, not straight down, but out forward like he did, with the flat of the foot. This is a check or a knee stomp, or it rakes the kneecap. It's very low. You do not have to kick this high, but you want your knee to get high. Remember, all good kicks start with the knee. So then do forward stomp left. There you go. And that's kick number 4. The knee comes up, you lift up high, you put your foot in front of you, and you stomp downward at an angle to the front. Okay? And those are forward stomps. Kick number 5 is a snapping front kick. You're going to go show snapping front kick right. Okay? You're going to drive your knee up, snap your foot out, flex your toes down. The snapping front kick's surface area of contact is not the toes. It is the back part of the front of the foot, the ankle, and the beginning of the shin. The snapping front kick drives upward as the hips extend and push forward, driving with the knee, snapping in, penetrating into the target, underneath the leg, into the groin. It has a very specific purpose, and your target is here. Top of the foot, ankle, bottom of the shin. That's the contact surface area for our snapping front kick. Okay? Show the snapping front kick left. Good. And that's kick number 5, snapping front kick. Then kick number 6 is the thrusting front kick. A thrusting front kick, you're going to lift your knee up really high. You're going to drive with the front of the bottom of the foot. The front top ball of the foot is your target. You're going to penetrate with the ball of your foot. You're going to pull your toes back. You're going to sink in the ball of your foot. To make it even gross motor simpler, you can use the entire foot. Think about driving your heel into the target. It's okay to think about that. Don't get caught up on, you got to use a tiny square, little 25-cent piece size of the ball of your foot to penetrate in a small tight part. Drive that foot in here. This is a power kick. Use the whole foot. Show them thrusting front kick left. Boom. He pushes his hips in. You're going to get a lot of thrusting with the hips in our thrusting kicks. You've got to use your whole body. You're going to drive the whole foot in. Now you want to make contact with the ball of the foot. But if you've pulled back and you're hitting with the ball of the foot and you're sinking in, your foot's going to collapse in anyway and your heel's going to penetrate as well. And the heel is in line with your leg muscles. So in a very real sense, contacting with the heel is the most powerful part. So don't be afraid to just sink that whole foot in. All right? And that's kick number 6. Notice he's not kicking super hard. Notice he's not kicking super fast. Because if he tries to kick super hard and super fast and there's no target, he's just going to throw his body off balance. Because kicking results in a 50% loss of balance. Because you've got one foot off the ground. So let's remember that when we're doing this, the goal is to drive the leg up, make contact with the target, and get it back down. Do not do halfway kick where you kick and then drop your leg. You need to kick and recover. You need to push and pull the muscles to get your leg back. Very important. Okay? Now, the next set of kicks, 7, 8, and 9. These are side kicks where you're going off the side of your body. We start with the cross stomp right. You drive the knee up, you stomp to the side, downward at that angle. Okay? Cross stomp left. Okay? Just like the forward cross stomp, but now you're going across your body. The higher you can get your knee, the better this kick will be. You got to drive the knee way up, stomp out at that angle, downward at an angle, into your opponent's lower leg. Knee and down. You're stomping in and stopping the motion. Okay? That's kick number 7, the cross stomp. Then we're going to go into our side kicks. Show snapping side kick right. Now, did you notice he went to his check? Then he drove out with the edge of his foot. He's hitting with the outside edge of the foot low. Our snapping side kick is, again, a low attack. Are you starting to get the idea that maybe we like low kicks? Because we do. We consider our system a punch high, kick low system. Our feet are on the ground. Let's keep them close to the ground. Our hands are way up here. Let's use them way up here. And that's our theory. All right? So you're going to see we don't usually kick way up here. We want to practice and eventually get our kicks higher and higher and higher. But you'll notice in this drill, I have specifically told Sia Miles, don't kick too high. Okay? We want to work kick low, punch high. All right. Do the snapping side kick left. Check the snap kick. See how that's fast? Just snaps out and comes back. And he's hitting with the blade of the foot, the outside edge of the foot. And that's kick number 8. Kick number 9 is the thrusting side kick. It's a very different kick. You're going to piston your leg all the way across your body. Drive the knee up as high as you can. Push out with the heel of your foot. Drive the heel. I like to use the heel in this gross motor kick. I like to pull my toes back and drive this heel because the heel's in line with the bones. So I like to drive the heel in on my side kick. You can use the ball of the foot, but the heel is stronger. Just use that whole foot, sink it in there too. Good. And now do your thrusting side kick left. Piston. We call it a piston. We don't go to the check. We go all the way across the body. We drive the knee up as high as we can. And we shove that heel out there and thrust into the body, and it's a power kick. Okay? Snapping is speed. Thrusting is power. Okay? And that's kick number 9. All right, so now we have 3 knees, 3 front kicks, 3 side kicks. Kicks 10, 11, and 12. Kicks 10, 11, and 12 are the roundhouse family. This is a very important family for our system. We use a lot of roundhouses. We take the 3 most prevalent roundhouse kicks and put them into this drill. The first roundhouse kick we call a shovel kick. A shovel kick is an upward angled 45 degrees upward roundhouse kick. Not straight up, you'll scrape off the body. Not straight across because you're kicking from low to high. It's a 45 degree and there's no snap. There's no snapping the knee. This is a power kick designed to cause trauma to the knee and thigh, and it's all what we call a bar kick. Everything's in the hips. We turn the foot out. We drive the hips, and the bar swings up with a slight knee bend. It's just a little bit of bend and drives in with hip extension. And the shin bone is what contacts the opponent. The shin bone is what we use on all of our roundhouse kicks in this system. We do not use the foot in our roundhouse kick. We do not flex the toes back and kick with the ball of the foot to a roundhouse. That's not the system we are. We use the shin bone for our roundhouse kicks. So that is a very big distinction. Many systems don't do that. Many systems have some shin bone, some foot. We are all shin bone. Show the shovel kick left. He just snaps it in and comes back. Notice he doesn't leave it out there. Kick number 11 is the power roundhouse kick. Just like the roundhouse knee, and then you bring the foot out and you drive through the target and come back. Recover and come back to where you were. The knee comes up and turns over. You do the roundhouse knee, followed by snapping the leg out and through the target. This is a power kick, even though I'm saying snap the leg out. It's a power kick. You're not hitting the target. You're slamming through the target. Show them the roundhouse kick left. It drives through the target and comes back. Okay? Then we work a snapping roundhouse. And the reason we do the snapping roundhouse last in the system as opposed to second like we do for the front and the side is because the snapping roundhouse kick is a speed-based kick striking fairly high. And as we are a low kick system, if our foot's going much above our waist or belly, we want to snap it out there and get it back. Okay? This is primarily a sport kick. This is not a self-defense kick. And you won't see this in our forms. Snapping roundhouse kick right, please. It snaps up, turns in, kicks up. You notice he's not lifting his foot all the way up, turning over all the way high and snapping out. That's too slow. That works for the power roundhouse kick because that's what you're developing. Lifting the knee and driving through is powerful. This one comes up much like the shovel kick. It comes up and continues in an arc to the target and then snaps out and hits. So we're working on a concept of more of a straight line attack, not a big arc. It's a little arc, a natural arc that's almost straight line, wow, and you turn over at the top. So you drive that knee up and pop. Show them snapping roundhouse kick left. See how it almost straight lines up? And you see how he's only kicking chest high? That's all I need from you. As you get better at it, if you want to start kicking head high, if you want your snapping roundhouse kicks to get higher, and you want to start, please do. It's great. It's good for range of motion and flexibility. But let me throw something at you here while you're learning in the very beginning of our system. Don't kick somebody's head. Okay? Don't kick at the head. All right? Kick low, punch high. All right. Kick 13. We're now getting into some more advanced or fine motor kicks. This is where we're really specifically focusing on parts of the foot that will actually contact the body and how we're doing this. So the next kick is the inside crescent. Okay? So the inside crescent right. Show them the inside crescent. The foot comes from the outside in. You're hitting with the inside of the foot, going to a check and stepping down. Inside crescent means inside of your foot. This is a fairly straight leg kick. It's mostly from the torsion of the hips, and you want to get that foot up, around, and to the knee and step down. And that's an inside crescent. Okay? Then do your inside crescent left. It's a circular kick. The leg is fairly straight. The power comes from turning the hips. Okay? And the muscles here. And whipping it up and whipping it around and spinning and coming back down. It's a lot of speed and it's a lot of body torsion. Okay? So that's the inside crescent because we're hitting with the inside of the foot. Then we do the outside crescent where we come up to that check, snap it out and around, and come back and down. Okay? We're hitting with the outside of the foot. So that's the outside crescent. We come in, we kick around, and we come back, and we step down. Okay? Control, control, control. Again, you notice the kicks are all in this area. We're not kicking up here. Okay? We're kicking right here, and that's where we should be kicking. Okay? Crescent kicks have a very good utility of sweeping and tripping. They do not have a very good utility of Hollywood disarming of the knife and gun. Okay? That's not what they're for. Alright, so we don't need to kick up here. Alright, so that's the inside crescent and then the outside crescent. It's inside of the foot and the outside of the foot. Now we're going to kick with the back of the heel. This is a heel hook kick or a J kick. I like the term heel hook, but the shape your body makes with the foot is kind of a J. It comes out and around in its loop and comes back in a J shape. So this kick, you'll raise your foot up across your body, turn your hips over, and hook back with the foot, and you're popping with the heel. So when you go slow, it's nice and smooth, and your leg comes up and it comes back around. But when you go fast, show it with this one a little faster, you're actually popping with the heel. Boom! It comes back, pop! And then you come back down to your thing. That's called the heel hook kick. Okay, or the J kick. So let's show that again. Heel hook kick right, and heel hook kick left. Good. All right. So that is the specific edges of the foot group we like to call. The inside crescent, the outside crescent, and the heel hook. Okay, 13, 14, and 15. Kicks 16, 17, and 18. We have a lot of different terms for them. I believe Cy Miles likes to call them the tail kicks. Okay? I like to call them the last kicks because by now I'm usually pretty tired. All right. The first kick is a back side kick, and the lesson we're learning here is chambering a kick through a cat. He points his elbow to protect himself. He's looking at the target. He's in a cat, so now he can drive his knee up and side kick to the back. Okay, and then back. It's not a back kick. We're not kicking backwards. Okay, we're looking at the target, turning our body, protecting ourselves, and side kicking to the back. Okay, and that side kick is better balanced. It's a little slower than a back kick, but it's better balanced. You have better angles. You have more escape angles. A back kick leaves your back turned to the bad guy, and if we don't have to do that, we don't do it. So we like to do the side kick. Okay. That's the back side kick. Kick 17 is what we call the crocodile tail. And these last two kicks are animal-based kicks. And if you hear us use an animal in one of our techniques, you know this is a little more fine motor, it's a little more specific towards a very, very limited application, and it's a little more advanced. This is called a crocodile tail. You step forward and push and then drop your hand down to create a target. Okay? In real life, you'd be grabbing onto somebody you're holding, or you'd be parrying a hand out and grabbing onto the arm, but this is creating a target. Step forward, create a target, and then crocodile tail right. He hits with the outside of his ankle to his hand. Now what on earth are we doing here? We're popping the knee down and slapping the ankle up. He is not dropping his hand to hit his ankle. He's dropping nothing but the knee. He's raising his ankle to hit his hand. Okay? Don't put your hand down here and do this. Put this hand out here and kick it right there. Okay? And now this target zone we're talking about is, you can hit the floating ribs. If you bend somebody over, you can snap it up towards their face. This is a technique that you'll hear us talk a lot about called a distractor. This kick is actually very powerful, but what its purpose is to sneak in a strike to soften up the opponent when you are in a situation where a traditional strike isn't available. You get them turned, you snap that in, you step back down, it stuns them, you get to reset and do more effective power techniques. Okay? Distractors are techniques I like to call one and done. You're going to get away with the distractor once. You'll never make it work again against the same guy. Okay? Because they'll be ready for it. So now, do the crocodile tail left. He steps out forward, turns his hand down, keeps his hand up, looks at the target, and kicks with the outside of the ankle. And you do that by snapping the knee down. If you snap the knee down, the ankle comes up faster. Okay? And that's how you do the crocodile tail. Okay? Use that imagery. It's a tail. Wow! And what does a tail do? Smacks and comes back, right? But that's not the purpose of a tail. But it can work. All right. That's kick number 17. Kick number 18 is a scorpion tail. This is a stinging shot, folks. So it is push and step. And now what happens is we're in trouble. Look, he's getting turned around. His back is winding up against the opponent. Didn't we just say never turn your back on the bad guy? Well, what happens if you get turned around? He puts his hand down here to create a target. He hits with his heel, steps through, and turns back with his hands up. The kick itself is a groin shot with the heel. If somebody comes in to choke you, or grab you, or bear hug you, or they're as old as me and they think they're going to half Nelson you, right? You're going to get out there, you're going to extend that heel between their legs, and you're going to kick up and drag forward. You're not kicking up and coming down. We're not doing this. We're kicking up and dragging forward at the top of our kick, up and through. That through is part of the kick. You've got to drag through with that groin shot. Show him with the left. Push through. And did you see his foot? Go slow. Show him the foot. Where is it? Stop right there. Where is that foot? Is it over here? Because that's where he started. No. You step inward. The bad guy's in front of you. You've got to step between them. You step here, you're just stepping on his foot. You need to step in. Turn, kick, drag. Step through, keep your hands up and turn. Okay? Another distractor. That could end the fight if it works. And another one and done. You get to try that one time because that is a oh no moment. Right? It's an oh no moment or an oh no kick. You just throw it. It is not something you practice and try to do. These advanced kicks are situational. But it's very good for your body to learn how to turn and kick and drive and walk. And so that's why we include it at the end. It's a very good body trainer. Okay? Plus, like we said, in a one and done situation where you've got no other choice, it's good to know this at least and have it in your toolbox. So that is the kicking drill. Now let's practice it. Okay. Ready position, please. Kicking drill. Ready? Check right. Check left. Make sure your knee's pointing towards the opponent in front of you. You want to cover your groin. Front knee right. Front knee left. Good. Make sure you drive up and forward with those front knees. Remember, all kicks start with the knee. When you do a front kick, that's how you start. Roundhouse knee right. Turn the foot out and drive. Roundhouse knee left. Turn the foot out and drive. See, his whole body turns over, hips turn over. Good. Forward stomp right. Forward stomp left. Good. Now, make sure you don't bounce up and down too high on that one. Try to stay limited in your moving up and down, right? Good. Now, snapping front kick right. Extend the hips out. Snapping front kick left. Good. Thrusting front kick left, right. Thrusting front kick. Good. Now, cross stomp right. And cross stomp left. The higher you lift the knee, the better that kick will be. Snapping side kick right. Snapping side kick left. Good. Keep your eye on your targets when you're kicking. Okay? Thrusting side kick right. Good. Thrusting side kick left. Good. Shovel kick right. It's all hip. Shovel kick left. That's it. See how his foot is only barely coming? It's already extended when he comes in. That's very important. Keep it extended. But now, the power or thrusting roundhouse kick right. Good. Comes across the center. Roundhouse kick left. Good. And then the snapping roundhouse kick. That's it. See how it's more linear? Snapping roundhouse kick. Good. Then inside crescent right. Good. Inside crescent left. Outside crescent right. And outside crescent left. And you see we go check to check because we're training our legs to stay in tight. Heel hook or J kick right. Cross the body and back. Heel hook left. Cross the body and back. Good. Back side kick right. Good. Point that elbow and look at your target. Back side kick left. Good. Crocodile tail right. Keep your hand up. Good. Crocodile tail left. Excellent. And then the scorpion tail. Step down the middle, turn, kick. Drag, turn. Good. And then scorpion tail left. 2 and 2. Remember to breathe and exhale with every kick. Remember to use your hips with full extension in all your kicks. And remember to keep your hands up. You notice when we're doing our kicks, none of our hands are coming down like this. They're staying up. Okay. And that is the kicking drill. All right. If you feel confident in this skill set and you know what to do, go to the training videos for practice. If you're still a little unsure about the nuts and bolts or the exact placements or exactly what to do, just watch this video over again. That's the beauty of it. You can do this as many times as you need. And then remember, if you have any questions that the videos don't answer, you can just email us or contact us right through your portal. Thank you.